Hi, I'm John. I am Inspired Orgonite, and I wanted to make a video to just discuss what Orgonite is, kind of the idea behind it. You can find lots of videos on YouTube, and I just wanted to record my experience so that you can get an idea of what goes into the piece, maybe that you want to purchase, or in case you might want to start making some yourself. So first of all, what is Orgonite? Orgonite is a, let's say, recipe of various stones and metals in combination, encased in resin. And Orgonite can be, just at its basic level, an energy filter. So for example, I have a little tea light candle here that I made, and this is resin, and then you can see the different layering of stones and metals in it. So the idea is that energy, let's say electromagnetic frequencies from your computer screen, or any electronic gizmo in your house that puts off EMFs, this energy would go in through the bottom and filter through these stones and come out as negative ions, which is something positive. It's the same thing that lightning creates. And so what it does is it just filters it so that it's not so harmful. And I can, in later videos, show a test of that so you can see on a meter how it works. There are other people who've done tests and shown that on their own videos about Orgonite. So let's just say that that's pretty much a given. There's plenty of evidence out there for that. In addition to that, Orgonite also gives off a certain energy signature. So each of these stones, for example, so we have copper, and then what do I have in here? I think it's rainbow fluorite. So if you were to go on Google and look up rainbow fluorite, you would see that it has a certain energy signature to it. I don't particularly subscribe 100% to those energy signatures that they say it has. After a while, you can kind of feel into what the energies are. And then all of these stones in combination is kind of like making a cake. So you have wheat, and you have eggs, you have milk, whatever you would use to make a cake. Once you put all of those things together and bake it, you have a cake. You don't have eggs, wheat, milk, you don't have those individual components. You have the combination of them all. And so rainbow fluorite might have, a signature that is very good for meditation, let's say, or it makes for some reason I can't think right now, but it makes people who are energetically sensitive feel a certain way. All right, let's just put it that way. In combination with these other stones and metals, that changes. So that is added to whatever else is in here. So you have grounding stones, you have some stones that people call angel stones, for example, that have very powerful intuitive properties, like selenite maybe. So that's another component of Orgonite, is the combination of stones and crystals and metals in endless configurations. So like you have this tea light, but I can make pyramids or anything else with the resin, this is, you know, a butterfly shape, and it has the layering in it. And those are just basic layered pieces with pyramids that you would see on my website. There's layering on the bottom, so I take care of the layering section, but then there's more artwork to it, which is another component of Orgonite. And then there's quartz crystal points, which also give off a certain energy and direct and focus energy. That's the same type of concept as liquid crystal displays. All that is crystal that has a charge running through it. Even old-time radios used crystals as a focus energy source. So it's been known for a long time that crystals have those components. So you add that to Orgonite, or add that to resin, and then you're adding that energy signature to your piece. So the resin itself is a two-part process. There's polyester clear casting resin. I buy it by the gallon. And then there is the catalyst that you have to mix together for it to harden. And once you mix it, you get 15 minutes, 20 minutes of working time to get everything set. Excuse me. So there's a little bit of a process. And then you can make it in any mold, any shape, any configuration that you want. So I have hearts. And it's just a candy mold. I have squares. And you've seen that I have, what did I do with them? A round, almost muffin type mold. The butterfly mold. I have various size pyramids and various different things. So Orgonite itself is different things to different people, different designers. What I mean by that is you'll see on YouTube, or if you're looking around on Etsy or even eBay, you'll find Orgonite that's just gorgeously beautiful, and they use large stones, but there's no layering. So it's more of just an art piece, and that's valid because art is an energy all to itself. But you're not going to get the energetic filtering or the combining of energies that you would with somebody who really considers those things. Then you have pieces that are just, I'm sorry, but they're butt ugly, but they're very energetic. So you have lots of layers, but no flair. There's nothing there except the layers, and it's designed just for that purpose. And then what I try to do is I try to honor all the aspects. So I learn about the energetics of the stones, and I learn about the combinations. I learn through trial and error the recipes that feel right to me. I'll even channel something for somebody. I'll get a feeling of what would work for them. And especially the larger pieces, the pyramids, because they're a little bit expensive. It's better to customize it to the person. So just some considerations about Orgonite. I'm going to make a number of videos that will show. I'm going to do like a video on just making a piece, so you can see everything that goes into it. But this is my first video, and if you have questions or something that you want me to discuss or talk about, maybe you're interested in learning how to make it, and all the different components and the expense, the suppliers, where you can find stuff, just anything. I'm willing to talk about it. And the reason I'm willing to talk about it is I believe in a spirit of mutual cooperation rather than a spirit of competition. So is it possible that I could be teaching somebody who will sell stuff to somebody that might buy it from me? Sure. But that's not what I'm in it for. I do it because I love it, not because I want to make a living at it. If I can make a living at it, great. But I might make a piece using all the techniques I show you, and then you make a piece using all the techniques I show you, and they'll be completely different. You can't really imitate or duplicate what I do any more than I can what you do. We all have our own special signature, and then there's other people who will resonate with that signature. So I'm not concerned, and frankly, I don't think it's healthy to have this spirit of competition as if the universe is limited. So I'm willing to share. So that's my video for today. Let's see. I'll probably make one every weekend. That's not a promise, but I'd like to get them up and kind of get things rolling. So if you have input, I'd love to hear it. If you think I'm stupid, let me hear that. I mean, let's do this, and maybe we can eventually co-create together. Excuse me. Give each other ideas. Take this to a new level, because it's a really fun thing to do, and there's so many components and things you can put in that it's exciting. And I sometimes I'll do a meditation and all of a sudden I'll get a design for something, or it's just crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching, and leave your questions in the comments section. I will put a link to my website. Actually, I don't even really have a website yet, but I do have a Facebook page for it, so I'll put a link for that, and then eventually here pretty soon I'll have a website. So anyway, thanks for checking out the video, and stay tuned for others. Thank you.